today's game. First one visiting Des Moines Oakleys. Starting on defense, number 6, Brooks Dorfield. Also on defense, number 21, Grant Stern. Forwards, 29, Ryan Dunn. 36, Carter Hobbs. And number 3, Tyler Nett. Starting in goal, number 35, Jeff Evans. The Oakleys are coached by Scott Long. He's assisted by Roddy George, James Pospisil, and Derek Pender. And now for your Kansas City Jets. Starting on defense, number 21, Caleb Schmitz. Also on defense, number 40, Anthony Olsen. On right wing, number 18, Nick Sladlak. On left wing, number 19, Blake Hawkins. At center, number 15, Mason Johnson. And starting goal, number 39, Gabe Swarzak. The Jets are coached by Gary Evans. He's assisted by Connor Bowman and Jordan Maloney. Officials for today's game, the referee Carl Von Hassel, assisted by linesman Tony Pizzilli and linesman Brooke Johnson. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the play of our national anthem.
All right, Oakleys fans, strap them on. Kansas City varsity action coming at you next. Dan Kinney, Andrew Wade on the call. See if we can follow up a good one here, Coach, on the heels of a big win by the JV.
Yeah, and we have a luxury of facing Gage Semmervec, the goaltender for Kansas City. This will be his second start of the season. He's 1-0, hasn't given up a goal yet. But for the second start, if we can attack him early and get something on top, to kind of break that confidence, I think good things could happen for us.
What do you think, Coach? They're just giving someone else an opportunity?
Pardon me?
Think they're just giving someone else an opportunity here?
I think so, but they may be overlooking the Oakleys a little bit.
Right.
With the loss from Tuesday, better they're trying to even out. Maybe he wasn't available early on in the season, and maybe he is the better goaltender. Who knows? But let's test him out. Let's see what he has. We do average a lot of shots, and so I think we can pepper him.
Could be a lot of things. You might want to take note of what happened when the boys in blue got off the bus just a little while ago. Leafs JV still reveling in a 5-4 victory. Varsity action just underway here. First period in Kansas City. Leafs, Jets. Tackle now sent back behind where Evans will steer that one down, send it to his sign. That's Stern. He's the first one to get there. Back behind the net it goes. Tackled again by Stern. Dunn joins the fray. Trying to break the zone. Now sent to the point by Kansas City. It's sent over the glass in the right shoulder of Evans and back. They look to tackle in the corner of Scrummins. Good confrontation there. As Leafs still looking to break the zone. Able to do so. Of course, Tyler May forces it. Caught in the slot, gathered, back of the blade, Dunn to the point, and able to get it out. That'll go over Evans again. Some good hard cracks on goal early for Kansas City. Seem intent not to start the game they did in that JV, the way they did in the JV game. It's finally be sent down the ice. stop by the Kansas City goaltender, at least get a wholesale change here in the first period just underway. This is the Jets. Navy breezers, white tops and navy numbers. These are all blue. White and gold outline, gold numbers. Slot chance, look out. Just escaped the side again of Evans. So this is the fourth shot on net here. Just a short matter of time. As Kansas City's come out in full vengeance here. Early on, at least looking to break the zone still. Tapped into the corner and sent to the wing. Tackled by Warwick as he jumps up to grab it. This is Hender, the left-hander. This is Mink, the right-hander, the sophomore from Hoover. He'll get it out of the zone. He wants Merrick. Merrick ridden off the puck just inside the blue line. Comes all the way in where Hender now crashes, and so does Mink as the Leafs look try to make something happen. Butler and Warwick on defense. Hender, Mink, and now Hobbs has joined the fray. All your Leafs on the ice as they move right to left. Tap now sent from the red line. Controlled by Hobbs. To Butler. Shovels it to Warwick. Warwick unable to get there in time. Gets all the way to the point. Now loses footing. Now stolen front. Look out. Chance left dangerously in front. This will escape the blue line. Have to gather it again, but Hender will take it. Send it on the blade of Hobbs. And Hobbs will continue on into the corner here at the 14:31 mark here in the first period. Just underway. That's Hobbs. The captain in front of the net. No one there to pick up the pieces. He wanted May. Just a little late in getting there. Stern, one-timer in. Deflected. And a nice extra effort there by the Leafs, unable to make it happen. Dances again, now sent to the point, that's done. Sends it over. Aerial, May out of the air. Unable to grab it or corral it. That thing got all the ceiling and then some. And that scrum goes to work behind the right side of the goal for Kansas City. Sent to the red line. Gathered by Hobbs. Sent to Dorfield. On the stick of May, the left-hander. He'll dump it in, the Leafs will dump and chase. Into the corner they go. Behind the net, the Leafs look to work. All the way across to Stern, the defenseman on the left side. That's the senior. One-timer, Stern. Tees it up, it's dangerous, it's a good. They got him! On a tuck back in. I believe that was done off the back of his blade. Stern certainly had a hand in that. And just like that, the 13:38 mark here in the first, the Leafs lead 1-0.
Yeah, we did a good job of being able to keep the pressure in the offensive zone, and then puck being able to get to our defenseman, who, from my vantage point, had a great lane to be able to shoot. And the goaltender had eyes on it, but then all of a sudden, Dunn comes in, gets in front of the goaltender's eyes, loses track of it, and then be able to bury it. So good job on the second chance opportunity.
Good idea on the blast by Stern. I think Dunn's going to be the one with the goal. Leafs lead 1-0. That's work. That's Warwick in the corner. That's sent furthermore in the corner. Now tapped furthermore ahead. As the Leafs will continue to tackle and forecheck here in the first period. Zimmerman on a good back check. He frees it up. Now gathered and controlled along the wing. Tapped into the corner further. Dump pass along the wing by Kansas City. That's good, though. He's able to force it out of the zone at the 12:55 mark here. We'll get an icing and a stop in play.
We're eliminating anything that Kansas City really wants to do right now. We're playing the inside-out game and keeping things on the outside. Kansas City's not getting comfortable in the offensive zone, which is a good sign as long as we can continue to play that system of hockey and keep them out of the front.
That's Hender on the draw. Merrick and Mink to his right and left. That's Board on defense. In the corner they go. Scrum ensues. Forced off the puck now. We're Board to be the first to get there. Tackled and sent to the wing. Well, Hender joins the fray. He's able to break the zone, but no more. Gathered by Kansas City in the blue. They play catch with the defenseman. And now able to tackle and send it back to the neutral zone where Mink's the first to get there with a pinch. Hender stands guard. Sent furthermore back. Kansas City looking to find their footing. Shell shock, 1-0 Leafs. Back in the corner they go. It's tackled by Merrick. Forced in by Hender. Now Mink goes to work. Kansas City able to control it. Take it out of the zone. Kept in momentarily. Stolen by Mink. He's able to gather it for just a split second, unable to control it, do anything with it. Skip to the blue, now the red, here they come. They'll dump and chase on their own at the 11:50 mark. McGrath be the first to get there. Stern joins the fray behind the net, just behind the goaltender, Jack Evans. Tapper, one-timer, 5-hole from the point. Couldn't find room. 11:39, we're going to stop and play in a 1-0 lead in favor of the visiting team, the Des Moines Oakleys.
Yeah, and I think, just getting that first goal on this goaltender, not knowing much about him, pays dividends for us, and we can just continue that offensive pressure.
Draw one by the Leafs and sent into the corner. Kept in now. Sent off the glass high by Dorfield. Found its way to the red line. Now found its way to the blue. Tucked into, controlled by Kansas City as they come from left to right. Blue greasers, white tops, navy blue numbers. They set the stage. Now they got a slot chance. Look. Didn't make it all the way through. If it did, Evans kicked it to the side. Dorfield goes to work on the puck. Now sent to the point. Now back to the wing. A fumbled on the wing, but picked up below and in the slot. They look again, now they'll turn. Look like they're on a power play. Where they're handling the puck right now. Back in the corner they go. Unable to advance it. Now Dorfield's going to take it and send it outside the zone on a dump of chase. And he's got May if he can hurry. May inside position. Chance. Tucked in. Still there. They got him. They beat him high. On a good extra effort by May to get down there. Leafs Ford able to find their way all the way down there. At the 10:47 mark here in the first, the boys in blue lead 2-0.
Does this feel very similar
Yes.
to you?
Deja vu.
we have a fast start, and what I hope doesn't happen, I hope the varsity players were paying attention to the JV game, because, you wake up that monster and they start playing the way they know
Wake
how to
up that
play.
monster. Very well put. That's what happened in the first
So
game.
hopefully they just continue to play the way that they've been playing this first period.
That's Barton and Goodnow and Zimmerman on the front line. It's Butler and Warwick on defense. Those are your five Leafs in the ice. As the boys in blue move from right to left. Off to a good start against a very formidable Kansas City team. See if they can get the double play here. Daily double, if you will. JV Varsity. Up 2-0 in the corner. They go tackled. Sent into the corner. Now Goodnow joins the fray. They'll get to the wing. Good pinch by Warwick. He's able to keep it in momentarily. Now shoveled back. And just outside the blue line. Now stolen momentarily. And a good forecheck by Warwick, but he's unable to do anything with it. Now he's got it again on his stick. He'll send it into the open ice with Goodnow. Sends it into the offensive zone. Stolen now momentarily. Taken out of there. Scrummins, who's just inside the blue line. No one able to pick it up. And now Barton goes to work the big fella, the right-hander. That's Hobbs. Sent to the point. Kept in momentarily. Still kept in. Pesky effort. Step up by Butler. Fanned upon. Now he's gathered again. Sent to May. Scrummins, there's a lot of neutral zone battles, Coach. If they could win a few of these, it paid dividends here back half of this first period.
Absolutely. If we could continue to just win the blue line and win the neutral zone, we'll be just fine.
Wing. Soft one sent behind the net. Still in the corner. Tapped head to where Hobbs has it. Chip pass to May off the glass. Comes Tyler. With a big hand in that first one. Good aggressive forechecking and speed used by May to free some stuff up. Here's Stern. Sends it now tipped and sent back in where he's free again. That's May. Wrestled off the puck, but he's got it. Shoveling pass, still there. Unable to gather it. Looked like he had room in the slot. This will find the Kansas City bench at the 8:49 mark here in the first period. 2-0 Leafs. We have a stop and play.
Yeah, looking at the officiating from the JV game, they didn't really kind of just play. Not only one penalty called in that whole game, and I think, looking at this game right now, same thing might transpire. It's going to be hard to get a penalty. I think they're just going to let the players settle it on the ice.
Yeah, the referees really swallowed the whistle on that first one. There's no doubt about it. This one looks to be a little bit of the same flavor. I don't personally mind that brand of hockey.
No, and statistically looking at both the Oakleys and the Capitals, both of them don't take a lot of penalties during the game, and so they play pretty clean hockey games.
Butler just floored his man right in front of the Oak Leafs crowd. Big fella Levi Butler forging his will. Stepped along now. They look to try to break the zone. They're still in front. Look out. Chance, they got him. Short side. What a great extra pass by Kansas City. Found room on the slot in the short side. And just like that, the 8:13 mark here in the first period, Leafs are up 2-1.
Yeah, the Kansas City kid came out in front, had an opportunity to shoot the puck, but opted to get Evans to move to his left and took the puck and put it back to Evans' right side, which opened it up the back door goal for Kansas City. But good response by Kansas City. But let's see if the Oakleys can continue to win this faceoff, get it deep, and then respond. Hold the composure. You still got a 2-1 lead, so don't have to push the panic button.
Barton, Goodnow, and Zimmerman on the front line. It's Butler and Warwick on defense. Those are your 5 Leafs in the ice. As they move right to left with a 1-goal lead in all blue. This is Goodnow. He's the Knoxville race car. Sends it all the way around the edge. Unable to. Warwick confronts on a good pitch. Nifty pitch. Leafs look to force the action. That's Warwick. He freed the puck up now. One-timer. Out of the air. Picked out of the air. Behind the net they go. One-timer again. Tried to center it. Unable to make anything happen. Now Butler pinches. Able to keep it in with his body, stick, and sheer force. This will escape all the way back to Warwick. The right-hander, the junior from Johnston. He's got his man on the wing. One-timer that's sent behind the net. Net on a blazer. As Leafs try to continue on. That's good low shot by Butler. It looked like it found room in here from our vantage point. That's Zimmerman, the right-hander. He'll send it in. That'll actually deflect off a Kansas City winger. Find its way to the bench. Ready to stop and play.
Yeah, right now, both teams are kind of testing each other out. Looking at shots per game with, Oakley's, they average 43 shots per game, where Kansas City's at 30 shots per game. And kind of just, are they going to be able to get to that number, or, does the defense of both of them keep them at bay?
Hobbs, Dunn, and me on the front line. That's Borrud and McGrath on defense. Those are your 5 Leafs in the ice as they move right to left in all blue. It's Kansas City. Take it to the red. Now they got the blue. Now they dropped it in the slot in the blue. Low shot just escaped the stick side of Evans, unable to get there. Back check attempted by May to no avail. Borrud wrestles over behind it. Freed up by Kansas City as they survey. Unable to make it happen. Now kicked back in on a good extra effort. Front of the net, look out, they got him. 5-hole, they beat him low. Stood him down and beat him low on a sloppy turnover by the Leafs. And just like that, the 6:32 mark here in the very first period. Deuces across the board.
Yeah, and number 25, Cole, threw it. He's a dangerous goal scorer for Kansas City. He is, leading goal scorer for Kansas City he has 9 points, but that's his 3rd goal of the season. I was getting the goals and assists mixed up, but again, he's a dangerous competitor that we're going against. So just being aware, we got to put bodies on them when they get the puck in that area.
Stern shovels. It's Mink and Hender and Merrick on the front line. Blofield and Stern in defense. Those are your 5 Leafs on the ice. Now the Rockstar's going to have to pick them up, put them down. Real deal. Rockstar just got enough of him. Not letting him turn the corner. Now they're in the slot again. Now on all 4s of the Leafs. Look like they're a little bit scrambling right now. Quick 2 answers. As Andrew, you called for it. Slot, chance, look, Evans, short side, able to keep it out. Point again they are. You mentioned we got that quick start. Can we hold it off? But Kansas City, pretty much as we talked about, deja vu, they rolled right back, tied this thing at 2. That's off the blocker of Evans. Skipped it to his right. They give it to the point. Now they're sending play catch with the defenseman along the red line. Shovel one in on a dump and chase at the 5:42 mark here in the first period in the 2-2 game. Left-handed stick of Hender able to advance it. Now they're in front again. Steered aside a quick stick by Dorfield. Able to keep it out of the front of the net for long. That comes high off the glass. He's playing a lot of hockey in their defensive zone. That's Stern. Finally gets it across the point. Now they'll get past the blue line. Kansas City again play catch. See if the Leafs can forge a stop on their effort. Good forecheck by Hobbs. Didn't get enough of the puck to do it. Evans kicks that one aside calmly. This is Butler, the left-hander from Valley. Sent all the way around the boards now. They tried to get May loose on that aerial. Unable to do so was Warwick, and we get a stop and play in an icing call. 5 flat in the first.
Yeah, just as last couple minutes here down in our defensive zone, we're leaving too many lanes open and playing the outside of the dots rather than getting to the inside and then be able to put a body on and not giving an open lane to shots.
Dunmay and Hobbs on the front line. That's Butler on defense. Leafs look to break the zone. One-timer, fanned upon momentarily. Quick shot in the slot there. Looked like they had an avenue unable to exploit it. Kicked aside again by Evans. He's been forced to be very active here late. It's Butler and Warwick on defense. Hobbs, May, and Dunn in the front line. So 5 Leafs in the ices. They look to break the zone like lately every line and pairing the Leafs have tried to do lately. They do get it to the blue, now the red, but dump back in right on Evans. He'll kick that one aside. This is Warwick. He'll skate it. He'll flip it. Try to get his man Hobbs unable to check it in the air. Icing's waved off. They thought Hobbs caught a piece of it. I believe he did too. Good forecheck there by May to keep it in. Off the skate of May. Unable to get there. Now Kansas City at 1-on-2. They think better of it. They'll dump it in at the 3:54 mark here in the very first period in the 2-2 game. Controlled by Warwick. Dangerously in front of his net. He's able to skate it. Hits Hobbs on the blue line. Sent back in. Kansas City controlling behind their own net. They send to the wing. They poke now. They've got a 2-on-2. Stern and Dorfield to pick up the pieces. They wheel, they deal, they buy. Sent to the side. One more. They tuck it in again. Still there. Pretty good offensive series in the 2-on-2. Kicked out in a good stick by Dorfield. But before that, we have a whistle. A penalty. And a stop and play at the 3:25 mark here in the first.
Yeah, the referee cuts her with a high stick, and so we go on to our penalty kill, which was second in the league at a 96% conversion on our penalty kill, whereas Kansas City comes in third on the power play, so very stealthy at 23%. So they have a very good power play, so we need to stay within our box. I'm sure they're going to run a pro type one, and so just having active sticks.
Strength on strength here. Hobbs made Dunn on the front line. Warwick's out there as well. Those are the Rise pest control penalty killers for the Leafs. They have 1:51 to kill here on the penalty. 3:13 left in the first period. This game is tied at 2. As Kansas City sets up to our right. In front of Jack Evans, the goaltender. Tapped out and a good active stick by Dunn. Now Dunn's free if he can hurry. Unable to take it the rest of the way. But his peskiness has killed some precious seconds off of this one. Kansas City have to try and quarterback it from left to right. Blue Breezers, white tops. Blue numbers, great feed. They're on the fringe. They look to dance, unable to dance. Picked off nicely by Hobbs. He has some experience in that defensive spot. Showed up there in that little entry. Back in the corner they go. Now Kansas City's there, wide open slot look. Man, that's point blank stuff. He's able to walk up. Leafs unable to get to the point. Kansas City now looks to control. Third in the conference, as coach says, they're pretty good at it. They look like they might be. Back in the corner they go. Look to control. Leafs pressing. Watch this extra pass, and there it is. On the edge. Tip. One-timer. Scrambled quickly. May off the back of his blade. Good work by Tyler. 43 seconds left to kill in the Rise pest control power play. Same guys on the ice. Now sent an aerial. And Leafs win another battle. Got it down to 33 seconds. Only 1:55 left to go in a very active first period in the 2-2 game. As Kansas City quarterbacks it and will work from left to right. Here they come. They'll dump on the blue line, leave it awkwardly. Looks like they got caught in a weird shift. That's Mink. He sends it back in. 14 seconds left on the one-man advantage and the penalty to Stern. Now we're down under 10 seconds. Kansas City have to hurry if they want to get one more going. Confronted on a good forecheck by Dorfield. Good time for that one. Sent back in on a pesky effort by Hender. And both teams are at full strength with 1:19 seconds left to go here in the first period, the 2-2 game. To the wing. They break the zone. 1-on-3. Now 2-on-2 quickly. Slot, dance, look out. Man alive, what a move. He held it on the right side of his blade, tucked it. Puck disappeared from my vantage point for a while. Next thing you know, he slipped it in, and just like that, 1:04 seconds left to go in the first period. The boys at home, Kansas City, 3-2 lead.
Yeah, and he was able to dance around our defenseman, and I think our defenseman had his head down looking at puck. And once it went through his legs, by the time he looked up, the guy was gone. That's where you got to be disciplined and look at the belly button of the defender, because the belly button's going to tell you where the offensive line's going to be going. So, if you focus on that, you'll be fine. But I think you got to focus on the puck.
Kansas City's roared back. Leafs up 2-0. Now they've come back. They've had a 3-2 lead as the first period's under 1 minute to go. They're to the point again. They spent a bunch of this first period, or the back half of it anyway, looking like they're on the power play anyway. They were for the 2 short minutes with Stern. Front of the net again. Now finally gathered and taken by May. May will skate it. Long outlet. That's tapped and find its way into the Kansas City bench. 38 seconds left to go in the stop in play.
Yeah, we just haven't been able to get anything consistent in the offensive zone or things that are going towards the net. A lot of the play has been in the Kansas City side, and that's where that momentum, they got that first goal and kind of woken up the beast, and they just kind of continue to roll.
Well, you said that was possible. That was actually a pretty good forecast by you. It's exactly what happened. Since about the 6-minute mark, the Leafs have had very little chances on offense. See if they can get something going here. 24 seconds and counting here in the first period. Aerial will be played behind Evans where Butler controls, the left-hander from Valley. Out stretch pass, just missed on. Just a little too far. 12 seconds to go as the first period is winding down. Hobbs pinches. See if he can force something loose. Hobbs there, he does free it up. May, short-sider. Good one. Unable to get there. Caught traffic in front. And just like that, first period's going to come to a close with the Leafs leading 3-0. Coach, final thoughts on that one?
Well, we came out starting fast, and then Kansas City just, got their offensive flow going, got kind of what they do best. Caught us, kind of looking at puck rather than looking at body. Just these little things that just kind of crept them back in, be able to take control of that period. Feels just like it did in the JV game.
Sure does.
And so, a break right now couldn't be better for the Oakleys. Kind of get readjusted, talk about a few things, correct the things that are going on in the defensive zone to get cleaner breaks going out. I think the stretch passing will be there, but when you do the stretch passing, those passes have to be right on, or otherwise it's going to be an icing. It's going to be offensive back down in your zone. And so you got to find ways in order for you to have a clean breakout and get some odd man rushes, catch Kansas City pinching or making a mistake, and you got to force that somehow.
Yeah, quite frankly, that second period, or the first period ended 1 minute and 7 seconds too late.
Yeah.
Would have been nice to take a tie into the dugout here and talk it over. Anyway, we're going to stop and play. We'll be back for the second and third periods. This is Des Moines Oak Leafs Hockey on YouTube. Thanks for joining. Okay, here we go. Back in play, second period. Leafs down 3-2. They work from left to right in all blue breezers. Blue tops, gold numbers. Jets all blue. Blue numbers. Hobbs, short side, tucked it in. Wanted his man, May, unable to get him. That'll circle around where Warwick will grab it. Now it's front of the net again. Tapped into the corner by May as the Leafs look to scrum in the corner. Now Senton finally breaks the zone where Butler will gather it. Just underway here in the second period. Leafs down 3-2. Center ice to go. Full head of steam. That's Warwick, the right-hander, the junior from Johnston. Looks. He'll survey behind his net. Continue on. Try to tap to the point. The Butler's able to keep it in, but no further. Stretch pass fails. Icing. Stop and play. Our first one in the second period of the 3-2 game. What do we got to do this period, Andrew?
Well, we got to be able to get cleaner breaks out of our defensive zone, and then we just got to have some clean breaks going in the offensive zone. Where we're coming in, we got to get a shot and get that second chance scoring opportunity. It's going to be tough to set anything up against this Kansas City defense. They do a very good job inside the zone of coverage and covering for each other.
It's a good team, good matchup. Leafs roared out with 2 straight goals. Kansas City, as Coach said, they woke a sleeping lion, came back with 3 of their own. But nailed the bad one right at the 1:17 mark to end the first period. As Leafs were looking for the locker room, unable to make it happen. Get an icing call again and a stop and play at the 16 mark, but moreover, it was a good period. That last one took its toll on us. That's like a last shot going out.
Yeah, and we just need to be able to just come here, just hold our composure, but just be disciplined in the things that we do.
Defensive zone face-off for the Leafs, just to the right of Jack Evans, the goaltender. Sent to the point, now kept in, where Stern looks to control and able to. Dorfield joins the fray, and he'll chase it behind the net. Try to get it out, left it in the slot, look out, one-timer. That's to the stick side low of Evans. Another shot on goal for Kansas City, trapped in the corner now by Stern. Confronted by Hender, joined by Dorfield, still unable to get it out of the zone. Kansas City in control again now. We've just switched sides. Had a good back half of that first period. See if the Leafs can get something going here. Unable to get it out was Merrick. Hender as well. Now Mink will force to press it off the back of his blade. Dorfield sends it to Merrick at center ice. The Leafs have chopped their way down, but Merrick had 1 foot over the line as Hender walked over it, stop and play.
So it looks like we got a rough call on number 32 from Kansas City to be able to go on to our first power play. This is kind of where we need our most growth right now is the Oak Leaf power play. We're converting at 8%, but then Kansas City's penalty kill, not the greatest either. So they're at 83% on killing penalties. So we need to take advantage of it right now.
It's Warwick. Hobbs. Warwick. Hobbs. Slot, chance. Just escaped the glove side into deflection. Warwick fights to keep it in, is able to do so. Now we got a weak side rush. Good defense, good pickup there, as now Warwick will control behind his own net. So the Leafs have not had the best luck this year on the power play. Face a Kansas City team that hasn't had the most luck either on the penalty kill. Just the polar opposite of the power play for the Kansas City and the penalty kill for the Leafs. See who can take advantage of this matchup. That's Warwick at the point. He's controlling it to Dunn. Warwick's working the point. Hobbs short side, stick, one-timer, wanted Dunn crashing between his legs. Dunn still there, tucked it in, no one able to get it in there. Now behind the net, the Leafs control it again. Good battle won there. Dunn looks to force it along the side. Great crossing route to Hobbs. That was a great pass all the way across the crease, unable to make it happen. Back in the corner they go, that's May. The Valley Junior, the left-hander. It's Dunn, he's unable to get it. This will escape the zone. And another battle won by Kansas City. 43 seconds left to go in the Ankeny Auto Body power play. One-man advantage for the Leafs. That's Warwick. Front of the net. Found traffic. Butler was crashing. Will escape the zone again. 26 seconds left in the Ankeny Auto Body power play. Hobbs plays it to himself along the boards. Now he'll skate it and quarterback it. Now he'll set sail. Here's the captain. The right-hander from Dowling, the senior. He'll stop. Send it behind his net. Still on the puck. Controls it still. Wheeling, dealing. Sends it to the wing. Behind the net to Butler. To Dunn. Back to Hobbs in the point. One-timer. Caught traffic. In front. Dunn tried to deflect it. Unable to continue on 13 minutes flat. Both teams at full strength. 3-2 in favor of Kansas City. Leafs still working in their offensive zone. Pinch by Dunn. Turnaround spinning attempt by Goodnow who just entered the fray. Stern off the back of his blade. Front slap. Chance. Ball was chopping again around. Butler looked to get a stick on that angling, awkward puck movement in front of the net. They're unable to make it happen. Now ridden into the boards and taken as Leafs to control it from left to right. Here they come. Now stolen. Right in front of their own net. Chance again poked around. Barton on the play. This is Zimmerman in the corner. Zimmerman will skate it. The right-hander from Riverdale. Stolen from Zim. Front of the net, look out. They got it. Stolen inside the blue line by Kansas City at the 12-13 mark here in the second period. Kansas City leads 4-2.
Yeah, it was created by trying to make one too many moves rather than just kind of moving the puck, having to head up, finding somebody, or somebody's got to get into a passing lane, gives Zimmerman somebody to pass to get it out. You try to do too many moves and you're gonna get knocked off the puck, and then there's a turnover. So you got to minimize the turnovers and try to get back into this game now.
Face-off will come at center ice. A tender American Mink on the front line. Stern and Dorfield on defense as there's 5 Leafs on the ice as they move left to right. Down now by 2 at the 12-minute mark here in the second period. Into the corner they go. Back behind the net again. It's Mink off the back of his blade, unable to advance it. Sticks flying, now we get a whistle, and another stop and play. Somebody's coming in from the back of the action. We get an extra puck in the ice here, is that what happened?
No, there was a slash.
I was going to say, thought one dropped from the sky.
Yeah, so Kansas City player slash Mink, they're in the corner, knocked a stick out of his hands. So go back onto the power play. And here's where I think we have to convert on this power play right now. You just get some confidence and some energy back into the bench.
I agree, this is pivotal. 2 minutes. Ankeny auto body power play. Leafs are going to go on it. They're down by 2. They got 2 minutes. Try to cut into this one. They're down 4-2. That's Butler, May, Dunn, Warwick, and Hobbs. Those are your 5. Ankeny auto body power play. Here he comes. That's Hobbs. He'll race it down the middle. He'll beat his man. Hobbs still wheeling. One time tried the 5-hole. Hobbs took it coast to coast. Tried the 5-hole there. 1:30 left. We'll get an offensive zone faceoff.
Had a pretty good toe drag there and got around the defender, got a nice shot. I think he was looking for, a shot or a rebound, and cleaning up his own rebound. Just Goalie did a good job of just bringing that puck into him and not allowing for a rebound to get out there.
Dunn, and Butler on the front line, Warwick and Hobbs on defense. That's your Ankeny auto body power play. That's Hobbs. A chop through the zone. Now where May controls. Left-hander from Valley. That's Hobbs, the right-hander from Dowling. It's Warwick, the right-hander from Johnston. Shovels it in, unable to get there. That's Hobbs again, the captain. Senior. Behind the net he goes. Circles, looks. He'll leave it for the senior Dunn. Trickles past the puck, and now there's a foot race to it. Warwick will have to hurry. Able to defend his man with the body. Good play by Warwick to get back. Now the Leafs got numbers if they can exploit it. And Hobbs will skate it. Hobbs will set it up in the corner. 47 seconds to go in the one-man advantage. Leafs down 4-2. Much needed boost here. Warwick unable to keep it in. Good pesky effort by the winger for Kansas City, and then smartly played it into the corner. Quick short shot tried on the Evans glove side, but to no avail. Izzy's there again. Able to keep it in the zone, now shoveled to the red line. Aerial play by Hobbs into the corner. 20 seconds and counting. The Leafs will get a change, but not before Kansas City is able to win what appears to be the last battle in this power play. 10 seconds to go. As Stern looks to quarterback it. He's unable to break the zone. There he is now to Merrick. Giving up now in the defensive zone and poked right into the Oak Leafs bench. Stop and play at the 9:47 mark. 4-2 game. Not able to make it happen, Coach.
Yeah, it was kind of a loss of opportunity there. We were trying to get something to the back door, just couldn't convert. With what was going on and the traffic in front. And Kansas City does a great job just staying within the dots and playing stick on stick.
Center ice now to the blue line. Tapped in by Mink as he looks to go to work in the corner. Merritt cuts off the angle. Stern pinches. Shot straight into the air. Glove attempt. Snare by Kansas City. And I sent furthermore into the corner where Hender will be the first to engage. Poke past Dorfield. As he looked to pick up the pieces. Dorfield will play it behind the back of his blade. Controlled by Anthony. A little too quick to the blue line. 9:17 mark. We'll get a stop and play. A face-off will come left and adjacent just outside the blue line. The goaltender for the Leafs, Jack Evans. Goodnow, Barton, and Zimmerman on the front line. Stern and Dorfield on the fence. Those are your 5 Leafs in the ice as they move left to right. That's sent to the right of the goaltender, Jack Evans. Now controlled behind the net. Outlet to Zimmerman. He's able to poke it free. And now Barton's in a foot race on the wing. Right at the 9-minute mark. Centering pass. Wanted Goodnow. Just a little late getting to the crease. Good work by the big fella Barton to get down there. Create an opportunity there. Unable to pay dividends. Now Kansas City's quickly back to work in their own offensive zone. This is Zimmerman. Unable to clear it. Back in the corner they go. Now controlled along the point. To the other point. Kicked aside by Evans. Still in front. A couple of chances there for Kansas City and able to pay dividends as well. Now this will sink all the way and come all the way back down. The Dorfield looks to force it through the zone. He's able to do so. He's got Zimmerman free along the left wing. Zimmerman catches traffic in front. Goodnow unable to press, and back comes Butler now. He'll fetch this one at the 8:13 mark here in the second period. Almost at the midway point. Leafs down 4-2. You feel like something's got to happen. Some sort of explosive fashion to get the Leafs back into it. As Kansas City's controlling more than enough of the action. And the Leafs are getting less and less opportunities. Those first 4 minutes of the game seemed like a long time ago. If you're watching this game, it's been all Kansas City since about that point, the 2-0 lead. Now they'll dump it back in, they'll dump it chase. 7:40 to go. It's Warwick to May. May's going to skate it. He'll take the blue. He'll gather the red. He'll take the blue again back in front of his blade. May, one-timer got it on the front of his blade. Sent one to the stick side high of the goaltender. Kept in. Deflected momentarily. Enough for Kansas City to gather it and send it back down. They almost look like a team, Coach, that's on the penalty kill.
Right.
They're content to win the neutral zone battles, dump it in, and gather the Leafs again.
Yeah, and Kansas City's gonna force the Oak Leafs to use the whole ice and just do those little things, dump it in, take what the Oak Leafs are gonna give them. You know, if the Oak Leafs make a mistake, they're gonna pounce on it. And so we just got to make sure we're not making any mistakes, and we got to find a way to get a goal here any way you can. Get this thing 4-3.
That's Mink, Merrick, and Hender on the front line. Stern and Dorfield on defense as Leafs in their offensive zone. Hender front of the net. Left it there. No one there to pick up the pieces. The Stern will now control the senior, the right-hander from Ankeny. Long stretch pass, way too many lines involved in that one. And that's 7 flat in the second. Halfway point in this one. Stop and play.
You know, I've coached against Gary, Kansas City's head coach, and back in the day, you know, it was a different philosophy that he had. You know, I talked to him earlier, and they've kind of changed the philosophy of what they do, and they're more of a defensive team. You might not think that with some of the offensive opportunities they get, but they create their offense through their defense, and you're seeing that right now. They'll give up some stuff, but they'll wear you down. And when it gets to crunch time, they're going to convert.
And they did right there. And that's a 3-goal lead, Coach. That's your magic number, too. 6:53 left to go in the second. Kansas City able to dump another one in on the Leafs here. May, Dunn, and Hobbs will be on the front line. Butler and Warwick on defense. As you have 5 Leafs on the ice as they move from left to right. Down 5-2 now. That's Hobbs. Stolen. Pucked up to the blue line, now to the red. Poke in. Great check by Butler. That guy is shaking the cobwebs. The big fella from Valley really laid the lumber just inside the blue line. Could feel that one from here. Now we got another penalty. What do we got here, Coach, at the 6:29 mark?
We got Butler coming in, kind of took the feet out of Kansas City forward. He's going to go to the box for 2 minutes for tripping. So now we got to go into a penalty kill, which this is our most successful piece.
Right.
But you also got a high power octane penalty or power play in Kansas City, so we can't afford to give up another one.
Strength on strength here. But one strength usually results in some goal scoring. The other one's just been some nifty hockey. It's Hobbs, May, and Dunn, and Warwick. They rise pest control penalty killers. 6:08 left in the game, or in the second period. 1:35 left to go in that one-man advantage. Battle won by the boys in blue, the Leafs. They need to win a couple more here. See if they can put one in the back of the net by the end of this period. 3 goals too many. Evans, short side. He's going to smother this one. Gather a defensive zone face-off. Leafs are going to stick with the same 4 rise, pest control, penalty killers. Hobbs, May, Dunn, and Warwick. Evans is the goaltender. 1 minute and 18 seconds left to kill on that penalty. 5:46 left in the second period. The face-off will come to the right of Evans in his defensive zone as you look at it from YouTube from right to left. Extra pass, good one, slot. Tried to hit. Evans able to steer that over the net with his blocker. Looked like a bunch of the net was open. He was able to close that off. Good save by Jack Evans, the DCG junior goaltender. Front slot chance again. Now broken up finally. Hobbs trying to break it free. They got a chance. Here's May along the wing. May tucks, Dunn, gathers. Kansas City going to roar on back. Caught him in the change. Stern's going to have to turn around and pick up the pieces. Wheeling, dealing, slapped out of there. Good quick stick by Kansas City to keep it in. Now Hobbs continues to work on his man. That's done. He sent it in the net. Behind and to the right of Evans. We'll get a stop in play. 5:01 second.
Yeah, I think the Oak Leafs are trying to look for a break, looking for, keeping one guy real high in the defensive zone to see if we can just punch it out, see if we get a shorthanded goal. I hate to say we need to push the panic button, but at some point, there's a time where you have to take chances.
Yes. Spartan, Dorfield, Hender, and Stern. Those are your 4 rise pest control penalty killers. They had 22 seconds to kill it. Kansas City now with a big rush. They'll take the blue. They'll ask for the red. They'll take the blue with a lot of speed along the wing. Back in the corner they go. Now chucked and sent aside to the right of the goaltender Evans. Plucked out of the zone, and here comes Hender. Hender's got some room. Looks. Caught traffic in front. Still there. Hender. Tries to gather with his feet, now his stick. Now he's trapped in the corner. The penalty has ended for Kansas City. Both teams at full strength. Now they're on a 2-on-3. Inside the zone. Able to play behind the net. Close call there again. As that puck found itself on its edges and rolling through the crease. Now played circling. Send to the open ice. Caught traffic in front. Hender. Able to poke it free. Able to get it out of the zone. That's Kucher. Back in front now. Kick to the side of the goal. Now pushed furthermore to the right side of Evans as the Leafs really looking to break the zone here. Scrum ensues. in the corner. Sent to the point. Chopper. Glove save Evans. Stop and play 3:36 seconds.
Yeah, right now it looks like when we get pucks that are in front of our net and we're trying to clear it, we kind of panic a little bit. We're not getting it to where it needs to go, going to either the corner, out, towards the wall. We're starting to put it, just kind of panicking and just getting rid of it and putting it back up top. And then Kansas City's defensemen are right there to just be able to keep it in. We got to get away from that. You got to understand, you got time. Just take it and have confidence in it.
Be chipped out of the zone if they can hurry. That's done. Short side. Chance tucked in. Nice save by the goaltender for Kansas City. Dunn wanted to make the one extra move along the left wing. Found himself loose on that face-off play. He was able to jump up and smother it. It will result in an offensive zone face-off to the right of the goaltender for Kansas City. Draw will be taken by Dunn. Poked ahead. Unable to keep it in. Top part of the glass stays in. Butler stabs it along the wall. Continues. Confrontation ensues to the left of the goaltender Evans. That's in front of the net again now. Now behind. Now to the point. Now they look to tee it up. Caught. Hobbs high into the body. Looked like it might have hurt, but now Dunn's free and easy. Dunn unable to get the back of his blade on it. Sails into the corner. May able to snare it for momentarily. But kept in on an active stick by Merrick. But not enough to keep Kansas City from rushing from right to left. 2-on-2. They dance. They prance. Short side Evans got it on his chest. Able to kick it aside. He saw it the whole way. It was on his glove side. Able to look that one down. But now Kansas City's in control again. Able to keep it in the corner. Now they control again. Front of the net. Extra look. Leafs into rest. Send it all the way down the ice. And right on goal. 2:22 mark here in the second period. Leafs down 5-2. Been a big period for Kansas City. Really been a big period and a half for Kansas City. They took control this way. This one just about the 6-minute mark in the first period. Mink found himself scrambling to get off the ice. Good forecheck by Kansas City now. He's there again. Mink behind the net. Quick side, looks to tuck it in. With Hendrick crashing, unable to do so. They poke to the edge. Butler stands it down. Able to grab some carnage there. Now they're free and easy again. They drop pass and a good one. Front of the net. Broken up by Zimmerman. Front of the net slot. Left dangerously there. Now Zimmerman's able to fight it through. Players on the ice, but Zimmerman's up and at him. Now he takes a shot to the head. Looked like an elbow from here. Here's Barton. The big fellow, the right-hander. Takes it into the zone. Steered back into the corner. Now sent back by the net. 1:15 left to go in the second. 5-2 Kansas City. Broken up by the stick of Zimmerman. Back by the net they go. Dorfield confronts. Zimmerman off the front of his blade. Hits Barton. Barton on the fly, the big fella. Barton taken out, but with a good pass to Goodnow. Snapper left in the corner. Big confrontation between Barton and 18 for Kansas City. Man, that was a collision. Happened right in front of us. 46 seconds and counting. Had Goodnow free for a second. Unable to pay dividends on the shot on goal, and back comes Kansas City. Chipped in. Good pass. Another extra pass. Barton able to pick that one up. That's kept in on a nice play. Slid in. Evans clicked that one out of the air. That was about face high. Chin high. Able to knock it down. Sent into the open ice. Into rest by Tyler May, who just entered the fray. Hobbs unable to dig it out. Back they come. Dunn to Dorfield. Snap to May. Tapped and left on the red line. Sent all the way back in. Now gathered by Stern, the right-hander, the senior from Ankeny. To Hobbs, to Dunn. And this period is history. And just like that, second period comes to a close. 5-2 in favor of Kansas City. Coach, it's been all Kansas City since about the 8-minute mark, 7-minute mark of the first period when they, as you said, woke the sleeping bear.
Yeah, and right now it's just you're going back into the locker room. You got to readdress. You got to come out with with something in that first shift of trying to get things to the net, it's going to be tough with this Kansas City team. Talked about Gary previous and during the second period, and his change of philosophy and style. He kind of was telling me they ran the same type of stuff that we tried to do when I was coaching the Capitals. We're gonna give them the outside. We're not gonna give them anything in the middle. And so when you're not given that, or you're not aggressive and you kind of stay home and under control and discipline, it's tough to be able to get yourself back into anything, because offensively you don't get those second chance opportunities because they stifle you so much. So it'll be interesting to see what Scott can draw up and see if we can't get a little bit of offense. If we can get one in the first 5 minutes, then it's a whole new ball game. You get some momentum going your way, but you got to get something that first 5.
Yeah, close that thing from 3-2. 3's your magic number. Looks like a team that knows how to play with a lead, though, Coach.
Yep, absolutely.
We'll be back for a scrape, get the third and final, see if the Leafs can get back into this one. We're in Kansas City, Des Moines Oakleys Hockey. Thanks for joining us.
Well, we're back here for a third period. Dan Kinney is.
Well, that was the quickest ice surface scrape I've been part of.
Yeah. Get the third period up on the board here. May with the puck. Down deep in the corner. Got May, Dunn, and Hobbs out there. Butler and Warwick on defense. Butler going back. They blew icing off on that one. Butler behind the net throws it out to Hobbs. Hobbs kicks it over to back to Butler. Looks like now Hobbs is trying to get control. Kansas City with the puck. Kansas City down the corner, shot. Oh, there's that back door again. Center and shot. Hobbs over the puck, tries to clear, jumps over his stick. Jack Evans controls the puck there.
Yeah, Kansas City's just not going to do anything offensively that's going to get them in trouble. They're just going to either play, if they have control of the puck, they'll put two guys down. If they don't have control, they're going to put one guy forechecking with four guys high, just making sure there's no odd man rushes, nothing to give the Oak Leafs an opportunity to get an odd man rush.
Look who's wandering up the board here. Dan Kinney's finally making his way back here. Shot on net with Mink now at the puck, tries to bounce up the boards. Dan Kenny's back. Here we go. We're going to turn it over to him.
Tell you what, a fellow tries to use the restroom, and here we go. 15:36 and counting, third and final. 5-2. Favor of Kansas City. It's been all Kansas City since midway through the first. Leafs need to answer quickly, as Coach said. Probably need to get something here in the first 5 minutes. That's Hender behind the net. Played to the point to Stern. One timer. Caught a lot of traffic. He blasted that thing. Unable to make it happen. Back comes Kansas City. Sent back in by Dorfield. Leafs putting some pressure on. 15-minute mark. Third and final. Tackled into the corner. It was Mink. He was wrestled off the puck. Find its way all the way down. Butler off the back of his blade, able to keep it in. Hobbs goes back, retrieves it. Great backhanded feed here. And then tapped in furthermore by Warwick. The Leafs look like they got a plan. Now we got a whistle and a stop and play.
Looks like
this could be an advantage for the Leafs.
We're going to get a penalty on it. Kansas City for tripping, just taking the feet away from Warwick.
Yeah.
And so we got an advantage right now. You know, if we want to get back in this game, we have to convert on this power play.
Yeah, I would agree.
You know, Kansas City's not going to give us anything when we're 5-on-5, so we have to convert just to get something going and get some energy going, some momentum.
Oak Leafs power play sponsored by Ankeny Auto Body. Ankeny Auto Body power play. That's Hobbs. Slot, chance. Gathered in the glove of the goalie for Kansas City. 1 minute 48 seconds to try to get that much-needed goal. Leafs down 5-2. Really got to close it to 2, don't they, Coach?
Yeah, we got to get this power play goal right now.
Draw one and sent to the point to Butler. To Warwick. Pass Butler to Hobbs. Slot. Caught traffic. Front chance. Had a little bit of a net to look at there. Unable to grab it. Man, Leafs looked like they had some net to shoot at. Unable to close the gap. They get an offensive zone face-off again. 1:37 still left in that one-man advantage.
Yeah, we had an opportunity. The puck laid there for, a second, maybe a second and a half. And that half second just a little too long. If we would have got there a little earlier, might have had more net to be shooting at.
Door closed. Now Hobbs left to gather this from the back of his blade outside the zone. Now he'll skate it. Take it to the middle. Wheeling, dealing. Hobbs puts a hard one on net. Juicy rebound. No one to pick up the pieces. It's come all the way back down. Where Evans will put a fork in it at the 14-minute mark left in the third period. 1:17 left on the one-man advantage. The Leafs will set sail from right to left. Taking off the puck is Warwick, but he's able to get it to Dunn. The racy one dances, leaves for Butler. Low one, slot, chance. Glove save again. That glove sure woke up for that Ankeny goaltender after that first couple minutes in this one, Coach.
And right there, I think, Butler needed to just kind of take his time. He had a little give Dunn or May or Hobbs, whoever the two wingers who were crashing on each end. I think a better opportunity would have been letting them crash a little bit more and get it to one of their sticks, one or the other.
Back behind the net it goes. This will escape the zone as well. 55 seconds left in the one-man advantage. Ankeny out about a power play. It's Hobbs. Faces confrontation. Forced to shovel it to the rest, the blue line. Now Dunn will pick the pieces and he'll race it. He'll grab the center of the ice. Dunn, short sider. Unable to get there. Played to the point, to Warwick. Back to Dunn. To Warwick. The corner they go to Hobbs. Hobbs to Warwick. To Dunn. Warwick off his skate is unable to control it. Kansas City wins a big battle late in the one-man advantage for the Leafs. 14 seconds to go. Took a lot of time to set it up. Unable to get anything going and on net. Now they'll race it again. Warwick will stop and gather the spot along the wing. Leaves it for Dunn. Glove save just as the power play comes to a close. 12:35 left to go in the game. 5-2, both teams full strength.
Yeah, and then that opportunity kind of hurts a little bit, because now it's just you're going to get, just the clog in the middle from Kansas City. They're going to get to the red line. They'll get things deep unless they have numbers. And so, missed opportunity.
Behind the net, tucked in, chance. Smothered by the Kansas City goaltender. Leafs working on that short side. That was Riley Goodnow. Able to force it through the 5-hole. Goodnow, Barton, and Zimmerman on the front line. Dorfield and Stern on defense as the 5 Leafs in the ice. Offensive zone faceoff. Gathered by Goodnow and sent to the right of the goal and low into the corner they go. Scrum ensues to the right of the goaltender. Tackled upon by Zimmerman. Zimmerman continues to battle. Barton joins the fray. Now broken loose. Sent all the way to the wing. Sent to the point but kept in. Now forced past the point. But the Leafs have to turn and send that one back in. See if they can re-engage, get something going. 12 flat left in the game. Steered aside by Evans. Now poked over Stern controls the right-hander, the senior. Given up in the offensive zone. In the slot. Fumbled, but here comes Zimmerman on the line. Unable to get there. Zimmerman's pass to Barton. Barton goes after the puck. Zim behind the net. Centering pass. Wanted Goodnow. Broken up the last minute by a defenseman. And back comes Kansas City. Played by Barton along the boards. Now gathered and controlled. A little racy behind him. Right-hander. That puts it right on net. No one with him. Zim threw one on the goal. Bounced, gathered, stopped. Stop and play 11:23 now.
And I think if you're sitting at home watching this game, looking at the last 11 minutes, look to see how many guys Kansas City has in front of the net. I guarantee you'll count four white jerseys that are going to be close into that box for the remainder of this game.
They know how to play with a lead, without question. It's been a good season for them thus far. Trying to salt this one away. Snapped into the corner, and I send it all the way back around. Back behind the net they go. That's Butler. He's the first to engage in the corner. Ariel trying to free up Mink. See if it jostles through it. Didn't. Good idea. Needs some creativity, something here. Leafs do. Now Mink's going to skate it. Razzle, dazzle, stops inside the blue. Sends it all the way to the point on a good look. Snapper. That almost got all the way through. Mink looks to chop it out of the air and able to guess right to do so. Taking off the puck as the Leafs continue to pinch. Now ridden off the puck and controlled. Sent on awkwardly is Mink. Now Kansas City's free and easy again. Slot, look out. Unable to get there. Behind the net. Still there. Gathered, now stolen. Will Mink will turn and skate it. He'll take the blue. Continue on. Tries to dance them all. He can't. Back comes Kansas City. Confronted by Stern at the red line. Tapped in towards the boards by Butler. Trapped along the boards furthermore by Warwick. But the Leafs need to do much more than win some battles in the corner. They need to free somebody up at the 10-minute mark here in the third and final. They're up 5-2. Skated, sending a pass and a good feed to Hobbs. Here's a good way to start. The captain, corner, looks to wheel, taken off the puck, sent into the corner. Pinch attempt, unable to happen. Now they got to pick up the pieces. 2-on-2. Found traffic in front, now turning skater. Taken off the puck. Back comes Kansas City. Taken off the puck again, but they're free in the slot. Chance looks short side Evans. That finds the net, the big net, over the top of the goal. 9:32 in the third. Stop and play.
Yeah, and even Kansas City down in the offensive zone, they're just sending one guy in, and if they have control of the puck, they'll send a second guy in. They're doing a real good job of just keeping a third guy up close to the defenseman, not getting any odd-man rushes. The only way to break that is you're going to have to take chances on some stretch passes in order to beat, so you get a little bit of a scoring opportunity off a rush.
Slot chance. Kicked aside, now it's Butler. The left-hander sends it all the way passes. Puck is on its edges. They come all the way down. This way we'll get an icing call on the stop and play.
9:22 left in this game, and I think Kansas City's got the Oakleys kind of where they want them, as they can kind of control both zones in any way that they want to. So in order for us to get back into this, we're going to have to get a quick one, find a mistake, and find a lane.
Slot chance that missed the stick side. Wrapped around the net. Played furthermore into the corner. Now behind the net. Behind Evans. As Kansas City controls at the 9-minute mark in the third and final with a 3-goal cushion. Wheel in, they deal, and they leave it on the wing. They continue wheel and deal. Time is on their side. They're using it all. Slot chance, low one. Just almost went into the stick of Bullard. Bullard able to trap his man into the corner. That poked aside furthermore. Dunn unable to clear it. Slot chance, low side. Evans able to smother that one. 8:41 mark, stop and play.
Yeah, Kansas City's really just, out attacking to the loose pucks, just kind of moving around. We're, reaching with our six, trying to knock it away from them. Just trying to get just a little bit of touch and see if we can get a break.
Defensive zone face-off to the left of Evans. Still in front. Kicked aside by Zimmerman. It's Barton and Goodnow. And Zimmerman on the front line. And this is Goodnow. Goodnow with a one-on-one. Left-hander taken off the puck. Now ridden into the corner and absolutely demolished into the corner. That had to sting, even for the race car. Back long slides. Dorfield pinches. Sent into the corner. He keeps it in off the backside and front side of his blade. Able to force him in. Now Goodlow looks to jostle it free. Unable to do so. Kansas City able to break the zone. They tip to the wing. They hand it over to Stern. Stern hands it back to them in the red. Now it goes back to Stern again as he pokes it. His neutral zone battles continue. That was going to be sent back by Dorfield. Kansas City is more than comfortable. Now they've got numbers. Drop pass along the wing. Merrick on the back check. He's able to dig it out. Mink's able to dig it out further. He's got numbers. He's got Hender with him. Hender, the lefty. Glove save. Kansas City. Had a little bit of attack there, Coach. Probably put a good idea to put a low one on net there to get a rebound.
Right there is the perfect opportunity. You got your two wing guys coming with you. You put something low, either it's going to go in or it's going to get kicked out one way or the other, and you had two guys there to help clean up that second chance opportunity.
Back in the corner they go. To the right, as you're looking at it YouTube of the goaltender for Kansas City. Leafs now work behind the net. Now they play to the point Butler. Caught a stick, caught traffic. Behind the net they go. Chipson comes all the way along the side to the wing. Able to send it in. Butler going to send it back in. Leafs have to reset. Go back in at the 7-11 mark here. In a 5-2 game in the third period. Down by 3. Butler to Warwick. Sends it over to Merrick. Unable to get there. That's sent all the way back along the wing. Trapped in the corner by Warwick. Jostled and tried to set free, unable to do so. Chip to the edge where Merrick is able to chip it in the air. gain a little bit of an advantage, see if he can run under it. Unable to. Now Mink's there. Now Mink's free on the wing. Mink tries to dance, plucked off the puck, sent back in where Mink's there again. But Kansas City now has the puck. They'll send it along the glass. Continue just in front of the press box here. Poke to center ice. It's Tyler May. Back of his blade. Stops, pops, looks, surveys. Their pirouette. Now he's taken off the puck and wrestled off the puck right along the bench. Getting testy as you thought it might. 6-minute mark. Stern steps up. Tripped on that blue line as he went to send one sail. Now they've lost the puck, and he was right. Gee, man alive.
You know,
That'd have been a nice break there.
Even with Stern kind of losing his footing, he at least got the puck to be able to go towards the net.
Yeah.
And that just proves my point that it doesn't have to be a sniper from the point. Just get the thing to the net and be able to see if you can get, that second chance opportunity. Anything can happen once the pucks are going towards the net.
Deflection, anything. Trapped in the zone by Dunn. May joins the fray. Now Stern does as well. Kansas City able to break the zone. McGrath moves up the pinch. Now stabbed last-ditch effort. Here comes Tyler May, the left-hander from Valley. Taken off the puck. Ridden down to the ice. Now controlled behind the goal at the 5:35 mark here in the third and final. In a 5-2 game. Racing. Still able to get through. Broken up by Stern. Continue to be broken up by Hobbs. Tackled to May. Now May will skate it. Crossing line. That's a great pass to Hobbs. One-timer. Blasted. Good vision by May. That was a good long look. Found Hobbs free momentarily. Unable to pay dividends, but good look for the Leafs. Back behind the net they go. Now they'll play it along the wing. Taking their time, and they got a bunch of it. 5-minute mark, 5-2 lead. Kansas City at home. Trying to salt this one away against the Leafs. Tap furthermore in the corner. Played ahead to Goodnow. Goodnow taking off the puck. To Warwick. Warwick trying to hit Barton along the wing, unable to get there. That's tackled right in front of the bench of the Kansas City Jets. Zimmerman's in the scrum. Barton's there as well. Tapped head by Warwick. They go back to work again. Same three. All in action there along the blue line. Kansas City comes out with the puck. Collision takes place. Looked like Barton took at least a couple guys out. Might have been one of his own on some confrontation. Back they come. Now chipped into the air by Warwick and see if anybody can run underneath it. That's good now. Front of the net. Try to give it and go to Goodnow. Unable to get there. Leafs looking to be physical here. A little frustration, I think, is also playing a part in this one, Coach. It's the 4-minute mark. You see the Leafs going to the body more and more. I feel like there's some frustration involved.
Well, I think that they're thinking that the only way they can get, to win some pucks is to take the body and knock them off. But again, it just goes back to using each other, moving the puck and passing it around. That in order to get create some other opportunities, and it's about the movement and just keeping our head up and looking out for each other and cycling those things. So
I think the Oak Leafs are the ones that took the time out here. Looked like to me. At the 4-minute mark here in the third and final.
Yeah, and then, I think this might be just, to set something up, see if they can create something off a face-off to get an opportunity to score. The key is going to be to winning this face-off, and then how do you set that up? If you can get one here, I never like to ever say a game is ever over. I mean, I remember playing Mason City when I was coaching a few years ago with some Pee-wees. We were up 5 goals with 5 minutes to go and still lost the game. So I've been in that boat where you think you've got the game won, and you through that process, you even call a timeout, even got different guys out, all that stuff, and we could never stop the bleeding. And so maybe that will happen today. Who knows? But it's all going to start with this face-off right here. See if we can win it, get something towards the net, get a garbage goal, and just get some momentum. If nothing else, get some momentum going in for tomorrow.
Kansas City got down early and then they roared back. Really changed their scheme. Like Coach says, they packed some people in front of the net, and they made it really hard for the Oak Leafs to get anything going. Looks like a team that's had some leads and knows how to play with a lead. That's Hobbs. Wrestles inside the blue line. May joins the fray. That's Butler. He'll turn and circle and look. Now he'll send it back in. 3:42 and counting. Leafs need a bunch of them, and they need them quick. At what point did they pull their goaltender? I was going to ask, and he's gone. 6-on-5. Front of the net. Leafs with a one-man advantage now. Jack Evans is sitting on the bench for an extra skater. Front of the net. Tried to chop again. Leafs poke ahead. Warwick pinching. Looks like Butler's the one that stands guard out here. He's playing 5 forwards down midway and low. Good attempt to keep it in as Warwick, and that thing is on the money. 6-3. And just like that. 3:07 mark here in the third. Leafs are going to go down by an insurmountable 4 goals. Good move to press then, though. They had to.
Yeah.
I mean, at some point, they were going to have to do it.
You got to take a chance, and they were taking a chance to try to get one, with the 6-on-5, just to get some momentum going on their direction, their way. Just didn't prevail. He hopped on the number 19 stick, and he's the leading scorer for Kansas City. I think from no matter where he is on the ice, he knows how to find the back of the net.
He got a good one there. He didn't have to be the goaltender in that one. Barton, Zimmerman, and Goodnow on the front line. That's Stern. It's tied up in front. Saved by the goaltender. 2:52 and counting. Both these teams square off tomorrow morning at 10:30 and at 12:30. The JV starts at 10:30, I believe. Varsity is at 12:30. Am I right on that?
I think it's 8:50 and 10:50.
It's that early?
It's early.
Wow. Well, there you go. I would have missed them both. It's all right. I'm not on the call, so I guess it's okay for me. Back in front of the net. Try to get it through his McGrath. Now McGrath uses his paw to keep it in. He's unable to do it. Stern stepped offside. Goodnow is already in the deep end. 2:33 left in this one. 6-2.
Yeah, and I think Kansas City just came out and got stung a little bit, got flat-footed at the very beginning, but then just kind of held their own, just stayed true to what they do, and it shows how that prevails for them.
Back in the corner they go. Pinched in by Boru. On net, just to the glove side. Hustling up his Warwick to keep it in. He's able to do so with his stick and his body. Now Kansas City controls behind their own net. They chip it to the corner, unable to chip it out. Evans is back in net. We are 5-on-5. 2-minute mark here left in this one. Let's just keep our health and try for another day, right? Slip it back in where Boru will gather this one. Find his own net. To Mink. Mink looks to skate it. Mink front of the net. Chance. Unable to get his man. Hender was wheeling and dealing for a while. Now Hender's got it again. Hender short side. That was a nice rebound. No one there for the Leafs to pick up the pieces. 1 minute, 30 seconds left to go in this one. They're taking off the puck. That's Butler. He'll skate it. To Warwick. That's stolen by Kansas City. Left in the slot. Now gathered and picked up in the slot. Minute 13 seconds left to go. Corner they go. That's done. Long outlet. Wanted May. Unable to get May. Get it nice and stop and play. 1 minute flat left in this one. How do you sleep on this one and come back tomorrow, Coach? Because you've got to figure out a way to break down this Kansas City team.
Well, and I think you got to take what Kansas City is going to give you. They're not going to give you anything in the middle, and so you got to be able to have control on the outside, especially in your offensive zone. And it's got to be moving with the puck to get them to come out from the middle, and then you got to take what their mistake is, and then you got to bounce on it. And we were able to bounce on those mistakes.
Back of the blade by May, unable to get it out of the zone. 48 seconds of counting. Here's Butler. Skated by Bart. That's McGrath able to get there. Butler tries tapping it head. He'll ice this one. We'll get another stop and play with 30 seconds to go.
And we got to go back to using each other and making our decisions quicker, but not so quick when you do have time. And so knowing that timing and those pieces, Kansas City, I can guarantee it didn't play a perfect game. If I went and talked to Gary after the game, I'm sure that wasn't perfect on their end, and they're still learning and growing. And so when they make those mistakes, we need to take advantage of it. When we made our mistakes, Kansas City was able to take advantage. So
it's Cooker, Kelty, Kinney on the front line. Stern and Dorfield on defense. Those are your 5 Leafs in the ice to close this one out. 9 seconds and counting. Cooker tries to hit Kinney. A poke through, unable to advance it. 2-1, and that will end this one as Kansas City able to knock off the Leafs 6-4. We got 2 games tomorrow. Don't trust me on the game times. I think Andrew knows them better than I do. But we do play 2 tomorrow. JV and Varsity get a split tonight. Final thoughts, Coach, before we sign off?
Well, I think, it's a big plus for JV to come out here and get a win. And then, Varsity, not getting it tonight, but have an opportunity to at least get a split. And driving down here, I thought, if both JV and Varsity could get a split coming out of Kansas City, that's a huge win. And so both teams, at least JV will come out with a split. They have that opportunity to, take 2 from Kansas City, which would be huge.
Absolutely.
But then for Varsity, if we can get a split, come back, rebound from this, learn from what we're doing, and be able to come out, things look up, especially with Kansas City being in our division now. Those are huge wins that you can take for you for the end of the year.
So we're signing off till tomorrow. As Dan Kinney and Andrew Wade. Leafs split today. JV wins the first one. Varsity loses the second. We'll be back tomorrow for 2 more. Thanks for joining us on YouTube Live.